Hey,
Hello.
what's up? Hello, everybody. We're right here with you. Happy to see you. Thank you for joining us. We have Roger Clark here with us today.
How's it going?
He is a man so hot that the temperature in our apartment has risen to the levels.
Through the roof.
They keep blaming me. I didn't do nothing.
We guys, we appreciate your patience in getting started. We have just got my GPU Black Magic unit out of the fridge because it's very hot here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
He's not joking either. That's exactly what we did.
That's what's actually happened. Gwen Poole, thank you for the gift subs.
Thank you.
The group hugs. Thank you guys all for being here and joining us. So, Roger, if you do not know, is Arthur Morgan.
Oh my.
Oh, whoa. Systemics, thank you for the gift sub.
Systemics, thank
People
you.
are giving these gift sub group hugs, Roger.
Wow, is that what the blue things are?
That's what the
Thanks,
that's what they
guys. That's awesome. There are loads. You're right.
And
Are
what's up?
the chats locked?
No.
What's happening?
We've been having some difficulty with
Yeah.
Twitch and streaming in the last couple days, Roger.
Because I'm so hot, right?
It's 'cause you're
Emerson
so hot.
Bassfish, thank you for the gift sub group hug.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to pull something open here on the computer and hope that everything works
All right.
out just fine.
So, what are we doing about the treat shoot now?
We can't do a treat shoot. We got to do it the old-fashioned way. Roger, do you
Yeah.
want to see the old-fashioned way of giving Igby a treat
I
for
do,
our
yeah.
for our Stuffed Zombie now is
Ooh.
given a gift sub group hug. This is no doubt in celebration of you joining
Of
us here.
you.
They are giving these gift subs to the community so that other people might join us. And Igby's gonna hop into his position. I'll just move out of the frame entirely.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Hey,
There's it.
There
Yay!
we go. There we go.
How do you feel, Roger?
that's awesome.
Is this
Thank you, everyone. He likes it.
He certainly
Oh,
likes it.
yeah. There we go.
There we
know who
Oh,
this-
hey, JY Effect now with the gift
Thank
sub group
you.
hugs. We appreciate you guys
Wow.
joining us. Welcome everybody who's here for the first time. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be playing a little Red Dead Redemption, and Roger has agreed to answer some.
Ooh.
Whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, do you
Jeez.
like my shirt? That's awesome, isn't it? Some guy gave me this in Sacramento yesterday. Isn't it amazing?
It is amazing, Roger.
Morgan and Marston.
And thank you, Jinglies, for the 22
22.
gift sub group hugs,
So
everybody.
many hugs going all
So,
around.
Roger, I'm going
Thank
to pull up
you.
the chats over on this side too, so you can read them a little more
That helps.
easily.
Yeah, I can see it better.
So, Roger,
This is my first ever Twitch, yes.
This is your first ever Twitch.
would you say it's been an incredibly smooth technical operation?
Or a lot of twitching.
Absolutely, yeah.
Lots of
totally.
twitching?
Absolutely.
Lots of
It's been
twitching.
fantastic.
We have a Jericho chat which goes by another name today. They might want to be. What did we decide upon? Was it Yeehaw something? There's a lot of Yeehaws.
Yeah, a lot
Why
of
not?
free
It's a
hugs.
good song. Why not?
Yeah.
All right,
Here
here we
to the
go.
heart. I've actually been getting reacquainted with this game too. To be honest, I haven't played much of it since December. But obviously when October 26th came out, I was at it non-stop. My wife let me play it at it for a few days anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
So how have you completed the full game?
Yeah, I'm on my second playthrough now. But I didn't 100% it. Benjamin Byron Davis, who plays Dutch, he's at about 97, 98%. He's doing pretty well.
Whoa.
But some of these challenges they take up a lot of time.
Okay, I'm going to get a real quick audio test from my mods. Do you feel good about the audio and you can hear everybody nice and clearly? And Roger, Zen Garden has renamed themselves in your honor. Tonight they are Roger Garden.
Yes.
How do you feel? Oh, he takes off his imaginary hat to you.
Cheers,
Excellent.
cowpokes. I'm honored. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you guys all joining us. Roger Garden, indeed. And you guys can use exclamation point Roger or exclamation point guest into the stream chat to watch Amelia and I melt in this living room.
It is so hot.
Exclamation point Roger or exclamation point guest will get you the info to join Roger on Instagram, Twitter, and on a YouTube channel you've started.
Yes, I have.
You have a YouTube channel?
I just started it. Well, I've actually had it for a couple of years, but I sat on it for about 6 or 7.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's R Clark 98.
Our
Nice.
Clark, and it's flowing through the chat right now, and our mods and our lieutenants will
Yeah.
continue to use that command as we do our stream.
I'm going to E3 tomorrow, and I'm going to be putting some stuff on there.
Oh,
Nice.
And I'm not the only one going to E3, are we?
No.
no, we're gonna perhaps be at E3 together, Roger Clark. We're gonna play some video games tomorrow.
I'm going to try and check out the Cyberpunk thing. And I'm very excited to just walk around, basically. And I'm also going to meet one of my friends, Sam Strelitz, who plays Mary Beth
Oh,
in
right
Red
on.
Dead 2, yeah. Who's also a fantastic presenter in the video game field herself. And, yeah, so it's just It's my first ever E3, so I'm really excited.
Wow. What are you anticipating? Like, what do you expect it to be like?
I don't know. I'm really keen to see what Google Stadia is gonna be like. You know, apparently you just buy the controller, right? And it's gonna be a streaming thing where you could just. I'm excited about that, and to see what Xbox has in store, and I was well excited about the Cyberpunk thing yesterday. That was insane.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna test real quick. I'm gonna jump us into our little box cams here to make some adjustments as we chat. Roger is at the steering. He's driving his goodly Arthur. He commented on my lack of guns, money, but that I had nice clothes when he took over this.
But you haven't fed the poor man.
I know, we gotta feed him.
I already did now. Yeah.
Thank you, Wild. Oh, we gotta say, will you
yeah.
join us in saying thank you to Wild Dragon Flying real quick, who's given 50 gift sub group hugs to people who are here on the stream with us.
Well, Dragon, you're awesome, man. Thank you.
You're awesome. Thank you. We appreciate that. So, if you guys have a question for Roger, the way this is gonna work in the chat, as we play through some Red Dead, Roger has some what'd you call them? Missions?
Yeah, a few challenges for you. We'll see how it goes.
A few challenges for me in Red Dead Redemption, and for everybody who's on the stream, you guys know that I'm an expert at this game and have never died once.
Wow, bold words.
And fully redeemed.
Fully redeemed, huh?
No, in desperate need of redemption.
Yes.
We are going to be pulling questions for Roger from all three of the chats.
Wow.
So if you guys want to enter a question, you can do at Brian Dechart so the mods can more easily see it. Please only do that with questions that you want to submit to Roger, and the mods will pull those into CyberLife HQ, which is what we call our moderator room.
Wow.
I love you. We've been hanging out all day and just sweating in this little apartment.
Yeah.
And having
It's been wonderful. It's been so good to meet you guys and get to know you better.
Likewise.
Yes.
I see a common question that's going through here, and I'm just going to answer on behalf of all video game actors in any project ever. We can't tell you anything about DLCs or sequels or re-releases or anything, even if there were them. So as much as we appreciate that question, that's one I'll just answer for everyone to begin with. Except we can talk about our next project together.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Amelia, do you want to tell them what's going on with Lunaphon?
Well, the three of us will be voicing characters in a new 2D animated game called Lunaphon Tales from the Moon Oak. And it is set in a magical world of Celtic and Welsh folklore.
Yeah, it's awesome. They're going to bring a lot of Welsh into it. It's from this indie studio.
That's right.
Where I trained, actually, where I went to drama school in Wales. It's called Thraig House.
Thraig House.
Ella's in charge of it. She's this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful studio developer. And yeah, we're really excited to start working on that soon.
Yeah.
Who else is in it? Jacksepticeye?
Jacksepticeye, one and only.
Jacksepticeye.
I see a lot of recognition for Lunaphon. These guys are pretty hyped about that for the next project.
I'm going to be an Irish rabbit.
He's going to be an Irish rabbit. And
what's your name?
Doug Fillion. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
That sounds good. Also, Allison Kate, thank you so much for the gift sub group hug.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I'm gonna
man, that cat is gonna get fat.
And happily so.
Yeah. Happily so.
I'm gonna.
They're healthy treats.
I can share up a picture of. Say it again. Dragaflon?
My character.
Yeah. What's your name?
Doug Fillion. I believe.
Fillion.
Yeah, I believe Doug Fillion.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm gonna share a photo.
I'll say it right when we're recording, definitely, because there'll be a Welsh speaker there to help.
So, do you speak? Can you speak Welsh?
No. Well, I know a few words because I lived there for so long. You know, I know like Hethlu and whatnot, but
What's Hethlu?
Police. I knew it because that would be on the side of the car all the time. So it's a wonderful, wonderful country. I can't wait to get back there and work with some Welsh artists again. Because this game is beautiful. What they've done is hand painted every frame, you know.
Yeah.
It's reminds me, no, I forget the name of it now. Cuphead, no. Like that sort of animation, but you know, it's kind of taken a bit of a page from their book, I think. But also incorporating, like Amelia said, a lot of Welsh mythology, which is going to be awesome. Yeah. We need more Celtic mythology.
I couldn't agree more. Or at least the same amount of Celtic mythology, but retold.
Absolutely, yeah.
Igby, I love you, but you
It's
are
so hot, Igby.
a fur blanket, and I just cannot have you on my lap. Please understand me.
Got dark.
Roger, they have a question. This question is from Emily Michelle. What did you name your horse when you played Red Dead?
I was a bit, well, to answer your question, I named her Bodicea, which is
Hang on just one sec, guys. I gotta make a camera adjustment. Bodicea?
Yeah, that's right. She's an ancient British Celtic queen. She ruled before the Romans came. And if you know Red Dead very well, Bodicea is the name of Arthur's horse before the events in the game, where they have to flee Blackwater after that horrible bank job that goes bad. So Arthur left behind his horse, whose name was Bodicea, so I named my new one Bodicea as well. Boudica is another way to pronounce
That's
it.
that deep lore.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah,
very
really
good
good.
question. This one is from Karmaloaf23, Roger, who asks, did you watch any Western films to get into the role? Or if so, which Westerns do you enjoy?
Oh, yeah, totally. I was always been a huge fan of Westerns. But I asked Rod Edge, who is our performance capture director, what does the studio recommend? And they told me about The Proposition. Which I think is almost 10 years out now. It was actually an Australian film. It's set in the outback in Australia during the 19th century, but for all intents and purposes, it is a Western because it uses the same themes and whatnot.
Sure.
And in it, Guy Pearce plays an outlaw who has to question his loyalty to his brother. So it's kind of something similar to what Arthur goes through.
Wow.
Very cool. And
Huge fan of the spaghetti westerns as well.
yeah, you were telling me something before we started streaming about reading Westerns.
That's right, yeah.
Is that top secret, or can you
No,
talk about it?
I can talk about it. Yeah, it's just we just haven't set up the website yet. But I can tell you, I've got 2 books in the can now, and we're going to be coming out with it probably before the end of summer. As some of you may know, I narrate a lot of audiobooks. I do it from home now, and I've taken a few old Western novels, and I've done it, and we've recorded it, and it's going to be on sale soon. And if you want
That's
to,
awesome.
if you want to find out more, go on to my YouTube channel, which was rclark98, at Rolling Raj on Instagram, rclark98 on Twitter. I'll be making announcements not too distant future about where you can get access to those.
Nice. And if you guys push !Roger into the stream chat, that will get you the link to all of Roger's socials if you want to follow along, all the ones he just described.
Also, thank you, Atashi, for that gifts of group hug. Igby knows. Igby knows.
So Roger, I'm gonna minimize, just for the sake of the stream, our little thing here. There's so many things up on the screen, Roger. There we go. How you doing?
I'm good.
You good? I'm doing all right. I want you guys to know I see that the stream is a little glitchy, and I'm warm, and I'm excited that you're here, and I'm also just kind of a little overwhelmed. So just want to be honest with my feelings.
Yes, we're at.
Hey,
It's a hot day.
It is hot, isn't it?
it's a good one.
90 fucking degrees. Yes.
Which, hey, it could be warmer. Hey, Roger, this question is from Super, who asks, what was your reaction to seeing Arthur rendered in the game for the first time? What's it like to see that?
Well, the first time I saw him was the graphic, because we spent so long on it. It was 5 years. The first time I saw him, the graphics were much, much different from when we started to see the renderings towards the end of the development,
Right.
And I was blown away. I thought, he's a pretty good-looking dude. How did Rockstar get that from me? And then I did what every performance capture artist does when they first walk into the volume at the same time, for the first time, and they see themselves up on the big screen as their avatar. You start doing that.
Yeah. Does it move?
So you could see it in real time. Then it was not like that for us on Dechart.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
It was behind a curtain, so we couldn't see our avatars.
Oh wow!
I would have done the same thing the whole time.
Of course.
Oh, I found that so useful to know though. When I could see when I could see the environment that I was working in, it helped inform the performance so much.
Sure, that's really cool. So they had a they had a rendered version of it.
It wouldn't be up there all the time, but
rendered version.
So you can see
what
like
we would
this.
call previs.
Sure.
It wouldn't be the final version, but it was called previs, which is short for pre-visualization. and it's just a method, a tool for reference for both the actors and the animators to see how the people who are actually in mocap suits, how they're inhabiting the actual environment that they're in, literally. Or virtually.
That's really
So
super cool.
cool.
That's really super cool. I also see a lot of hype for
Fascinating.
5 years. That's a long time to work on a project.
It
Man.
was,
Yeah.
I still can't believe it. I loved every minute of it, though.
Oh man.
How long were you working on Detroit?
From the first time I did a thing to the last time I did a thing, inside 2.5 years.
Yeah, it takes a while, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, and you're doing, and I mean, I'll share only for like a frame of reference, but I did the performance elements of Connor. There are this stunt sequence with Atashi. Thank you for the large cheers.
Tashi.
Hold on one sec. Let's do like this. I don't know. We're a little laggy. We're a little out of
A
time.
little bit, yeah.
Anyway, we did the performance element separate from the stunts, separate from like what they call the mo kit. So like where the player's walking around.
Oh yeah.
Did you do some of the stunt stuff too, or did you do some of the mo kit?
Most of the stunts were done by stuntmen, but I did pretty much everything else.
Right.
And there were a few minor stunts that I did as well. Like for some of you who may know, with the fight with Tommy, when he throws Arthur out of the window, I did the end of that land. The stuntmen were amazing that worked on Red Dead.
So they're stitching them together, right? I mean, you pretty much
Yeah,
you take over where they land,
and they get someone who's of a similar size and stature to you, so that when they blend the two animations together, it looks more seamless. You know?
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That is cool. Did you do? Here, I'm gonna make this a little larger in our frame. Here, 1 second.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go where I'm gonna hand this over to you soon, Brian, if you don't mind.
Yeah, do you want to do some challenges?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a little easier for you though. I'm gonna just take you so that you don't have to.
Set me off right.
Yeah. To the beginning.
How's the tempo of questions? You want another one?
Oh yeah, sure.
All
Keep them coming. Thank you guys, by the way. These are
Of
really
course.
awesome questions.
Let's see about. Is it strange for you to hear your own voice when you play back in the game when Arthur's talking?
Yes. Yes, it is. But you know, he's slightly. There's enough difference between me and Arthur that I can watch it objectively. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Because usually I hate looking at myself on film or hearing my voice, you know. But Arthur is enough. He's different enough so that I can actually enjoy the performance. Because that was one of the reasons I played the game, is I wanted to see how it all turned out, you know.
Yeah.
I think that you must. I mean, there's so many different side quests and side missions. And how did you? This question I see coming from a couple different people, but how much of the story did you know versus how much was shot like in order, or did it feel like you were just doing lots of different possible things all the time?
I know it doesn't make much sense, but to answer your question, it was both. I mean, there was a very loose skeletal structure as to where the narrative was going to go at the beginning, but you know, things changed as we worked, because we found different actors who suited to better things on the page and reacting to different forms of writing, and so, you know, a lot of details were edited and kind of changed as we went along, you know, and it was kind of fascinating to watch that evolution. So,
yeah.
Cool.
To go back, what was the question again?
Well, I guess when you were filming it, did you feel like, you know, on a film or a TV you might be presented with, you have the full script,
Oh,
so
yes,
you at
yes.
least know beginning,
Yes.
middle, and end, or were you
So-
just getting stuff as it was coming?
So we were pretty consecutive, you know. I mean, there was a lot of jumping around and whatnot, but as far as the main storyline is concerned, it was very much consecutively. But with regard to the side missions, I shared them with Rob. You know, I might be busy doing something, and then Rob would do that side mission, and then I would ADR the dialogue in afterwards.
Oh, okay.
And then vice versa. Maybe if he was busy doing something in another studio, then I would do that side mission. So going back to playing the game for the first time, a lot of those side missions I had no idea about, because Rob had done them, and then I only did the dialogue for them. So it was
That's
kind
cool.
of,
So there's a lot
and with him too, but he doesn't play the game though.
Right.
That's
Well, that's a
crazy.
lot for you to discover. That's really cool.
Yeah, we
So
had a hoot.
did they keep everything else like top secret from you? Did you know about Did you know about any of the script for scenes that your character wasn't in? Really?
I was on a need-to-know basis, but, after we got to work together for several years, if I had a question, they would answer it, or they would answer it as best as they could, because the writing was liable to change, as I listed it earlier, But yeah, eventually you have a good enough relationship with the director and the animator, you go, so is this as important as I think it is? Because... I know what happens eventually. That was one of the things about doing a prequel is we knew how it was all going to end. And so if we had a question, say, how do we bridge these two things, they would help us, and they...
Interesting.
So you've met some of the... What percentage of the cast or the scenes you did you have always a scene partner there with you? Or were you sometimes... Always.
Unless I was doing just an animation for in-game stuff. That
Sure.
Like opening a door or something.
Right. So you are always...
And not everyone who was in the scene might necessarily be present, but I always had a scene partner, and it was always with the person that you had the most dialogue with,
That's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
And in some cases there would be a stand-in, and then that actor, when they were available, would ADR it in the booth. But for the most part, we rehearsed it without the pages. Just as like you would on film or theater or TV.
Cool. Very cool.
Look,
that's
awesome.
awesome.
I'm staring down the sheriff. See that?
That's okay. When Arthur's chilling, I just shrink your camera. So anytime you
check that
come
out.
away from it.
We're just staring each other down, aren't we? It's kind of creepy.
It is kind of creepy.
Yeah, he's like, what you doing? Look how good you look.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at this.
Now you recorded.
Arthur looks real good.
Is this true? There are rumors online that you have done every single scene in this game with every possible facial hairstyle. Is that true that you filmed everything with every different
real?
beard?
No,
I'm kidding. That's super. You did all clean shaven for the dots, or what'd you do for your beard?
Well, we had a face cam, and we started off we didn't start off with HD. That's happened maybe in about year 2. But yeah, we did need to be clean shaven. They preferred it when we were clean shaven. But when I started working on it, I was doing a play where I needed a beard. And so that's where I learned that they could do it with facial hair if they really had to. They just didn't want to. So for once we switched to HD, there would be a little bit of stubble. Basically, I got wind of the fact that as long as they could see the edges of your lips,
right.
Good.
Yeah.
But it was better if you had.
Sure.
So was your face cam, was it little or was it like a big thing with both sides?
It was on one. We had a bar on one side, which allowed for a lot more freedom of movement.
Yeah.
But it would still happen though, where you'd bang cameras. You know?
Yeah.
With somebody else?
Oh God, yeah. Especially when you had to do kissing scenes. That would always be. You'd get in gridlock.
How did you do that?
You kind of have to cheat it a bit. You just kind of go side by side with the cheek, and you kind of do the beginning of a French kiss.
Like a stage kiss. It's
exactly.
Like
Connor never got kissed.
No.
Oh shucks. Gee whiz.
So we should say some thank yous.
Yeah, I gotta read a message to you real quick from.
Thank you, fangirl.
Yeah, indeed. And this is Deviant Beck 96 writes with a nice donation. Roger, I really wanted to thank you for playing Arthur Morgan. He touched us all with as a character. Arthur's story speaks to us all with the ability to lead him actually toward redemption and goodness, even if he doesn't believe he's good. It is beautiful.
Oh wow! Thank you,
Thank you, Beck.
It means a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
we
Thank
got
you.
a lot of you guys are sending in really nice messages, and we appreciate it. We will definitely be reading through all the chats as we stream and after the stream. But if we miss your message, don't worry. We're gonna be able to read it all here on the screen.
That's kind.
And thank you, Therapy Android, for the host and for coming along with all these large bits. This month on Twitch, month is Pride Month, so any Twitch cheers or people can cheer bits when they're very excited or to unlock these new gifts we have, or we have a bunch of alert gifts that pop up at different amounts of cheers, but that goes to raise money for the Trevor Project, which is an important charity and helpline that you can reach out to, a resource to know about.
Yeah.
So check out the Trevor Project if you think you might like to. This question is from Caddy with a lot of T's. And the question is, was there a favorite part of your game or a scene that you really related to that Arthur goes through? Is there something in particular, a scene that really resonated with you?
It's a play that I liked about, sorry, I got distracted.
No, it's fine.
The one with the nun. which is not necessarily, not everyone gets it actually. It's only if you know the nun of Sister Consuelo, who you first meet in Saint Denis. If you do some missions with her and you maintain high honor, then after you help Captain Monroe escape alive from the army, then you meet her at the train station and they have a very, very personable conversation. And Arthur, you know, he confides in her that his time on this world is not for long. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. And he admits to her that he's afraid. And I thought, you know, for a Western, that was really kind of unique, you know, and I think it's important. I think it's important for any strong character, regardless of gender. But, you know, I think it's more important for men to not be afraid to admit their feelings, you know, and the fact that Arthur did that in a game and, you know, let other younger kids who might really have enjoyed it know that that's okay. I thought that was pretty cool. So I enjoyed doing that.
That's huge.
Beautiful.
I
want to play more now.
It's true.
I want to find the nun.
Yeah, and have good honor.
And
you might as well have good honor. It's
I
called
know.
redemption after all, right?
Guys.
He knows.
You know, I try to be more honorable than I am, Roger. But it makes me feel really good to hear you champion that in this moment, because that's something that Amelia and I have talked about with our streaming community, and like this essence that like your emotional life is your strength. That is what the power that drives people, and to acknowledge you have that you feel something, that you feel a certain way.
Don't button it in.
Yeah, it's really valuable to express that. So whether that's creative, and one more question, Roger. This is kind of from me. I've been seeing you post when you've been going to a lot of conventions and expos and stuff.
12 conventions since January.
Don't quote me on that. Yeah,
don't quote him on that.
Sorry.
12. Did you hear?
12.
No, but that's amazing. I mean, you've been getting to meet with people in real life and share this experience, and so many of them I've seen have been bringing you their artwork.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, some of the artwork that they brought. I just got back from Sacramento, where I got to see so many amazing fans who, some of them, we had 2 girls came from Poland at SAC Anime 2019, and it was amazing. And not only was it amazing, but there was 7 other of my cast members there who I hadn't, some of them I hadn't seen for months. But yeah, Brian, the stuff they've been bringing, the time, the talent, and the invested time it takes to make some of these beautiful pieces of artwork, it just blows my mind.
And your shirt was made by, right?
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
Yep.
I'm all about it.
You can go on my Instagram to find out how to get one.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
Check it out. That's an excellent moment for me to say exclamation point Roger or exclamation point guest in the stream chat. We'll get you the link to follow along, Roger.
It's not me. It'd be someone else's be.
No. We of course.
Yeah.
We want to support as many creative people as we possibly can out there, and your guys' fan art and cosplay is incredible. I've seen some cool Roger cosplay. I want to cosplay as you. Yo, I'm gonna go to E3.
And I'll be Connor. That would be awesome. I'd love to have that little thing, man. I don't think I'd look good as you, but we should totally do that.
We've got one somewhere around here. We might bring you one at E3 for an E3 video for your YouTube channel.
I hope you have it in my size.
Well, for just the dot, it's
You don't want to wear a jacket. It's too hot right now. Oh my god. Okay, just random question: is it hot or cold where you are right now?
You want to see our poll mechanism? That's a fun way to make this.
Oh, wow. So we get to ask you questions as well?
Yeah, we can ask them questions.
Yeah, so check this out. Right now, we're not talking about generally. We're talking about right now.
In this room.
It is
hot.
Phantasma. Or cold,
here too.
Cold, or neutral.
What's neutral though?
Neutral is
70.
70.
Acceptable. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll improve your view by giving you this chat poll. You can type 1, 2, or 3 into the stream chat, which is, of course, the only way to vote. It won't work in the subscriber chats. Right?
Shotgun Shuja. You're up at 3 a.m. Man.
Wow.
Whoa. Here, how can I move
I don't
this?
know. It's stuck. It doesn't want to leave me. It's like, no, I'm going to cover your face. Is better. There's nothing you can do.
All right.
Oh, it seems pretty split.
It looks like we've got 48% are experiencing hot.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense for German.
15% cold. Mm-hmm. And 37.7 point something. Oh, it's going up. More and more neutral by the moment.
I guess they're at home. Yep.
Living that air-conditioned life.
Living that AC life. living that happy life.
What do you reckon, Brian? Do you want to?
I want to jump in.
Something?
Let's do it. I'm going to give you one more question to...
Yes, please do.
This is a question for you when you did your playthrough. Were you honorable or dishonorable?
Oh, yeah, I was honorable. Because I knew which ending I wanted to get. Spoiler, I don't want to... But, yeah, the one where you go to help John with high honor, that was the one version of the ending which I enjoyed doing the most. And it was also the first one that I did. So it was kind of weird for me because I had... 4 years by that point, I had been playing Arthur, you know, and
wow.
The first time I did one of his scenes of demise, it took a bigger effect on me than I had anticipated, that's for sure. So I'll tell you what my one challenge that I had in mind.
All right, I'm going to put us in our little camera boxes like this, so we're ready, full game up.
So here we are in Valentine.
Uh-huh.
A town we know well.
Yeah.
A town that knows us well.
Very muddy here. I just been spending the last 10 minutes or so getting out of an area that you had a bounty in, so I've made it a little bit easier for you. So here we have the Sheriff of Valentine, who's played by an amazing actor, a fella called Arthur, believe it or not.
Oh!
Yeah, and he had a great voice. I don't remember his last name. You can go find out on IMDb. So anyway, what I want you to do, Brian, is I want you to lasso this sheriff and hogtie him, okay? And I want you to get out of town alive without killing him.
Without
Hold
killing
on.
him.
You just told me good honor.
Or without having someone else kill him.
All right, I'll try it. I'll give it a go.
Do you accept?
I accept this challenge, but I want you guys to know that Arthur Morgan made me do it.
Yeah, I made you do it. This will be fun.
Get your horse.
All right, where's my horse? Is right there.
Your horse is at your 12 o'clock, yeah.
He's queued me all up here, so we should be good to go. We got to make sure we have audio on our side, because it's a lot more fun with the hooting and hollering. Sorry, sir.
There we go.
Okay, we got him.
All right, now tire. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now his deputies are after you.
Horse.
Hang on a minute. What's that fella doing to the sheriff?
Right in front of
us.
us.
Oh, boy. You want to pick him up?
Yep, we want to pick him up.
Oh, no.
Okay, we have to come back for him.
Oh, dear. Sir, we don't take that sort of carry-on.
Is something wrong? Is something... Hold on, I really do feel like the controller's dead, guys.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm doing things.
That's certainly something.
Oh, wrong
You
guy.
picked up the wrong dude. Oh. Well, now at least he's shielding you from the bullets. You might want to get that fella, too.
I need more health. Beans.
Oh my God.
Salted beef?
Ah!
This is
Kill
going...
that guy behind you.
This is going really horribly.
Okay. I think that's definitely worth one more try.
Okay, I need to make the screen bigger.
Dead.
I'm swapping out.
Dead.
I'm swapping out these controllers. I hope this
He's
will
got
go.
this. How many of you have seen his awesome Connor Army controller?
Oh my lord!
It's so
pretty.
That's amazing. I love that.
It's pretty cool. We're gonna swap out controllers so that make sure this one is live.
I'm gonna say thank you to some people.
Helix Terminal, don't get fired from work.
Oh yeah, it did say it was dying. Everything's dying.
It's overheating.
Including our AC.
Okay, here we go. Back in our box.
How's it? Is it responding?
It's responding. I feel more confident because I know I can do a little better.
Okay.
But why is this Arthur so slow?
He's gotta run as fast as he can.
Same sheriff?
Oh, do your health up before you start.
Yeah.
Eat something.
All right, let's
Eat
have some salted
something.
beef.
Maybe give a carrot to your horse for good measure.
What's your favorite horse snack? Do you give your horse a certain snack?
Oh yeah, I always found there was some of the ones you can blend. About the biscuits are always classic oat cakes was always an easy go-to.
Oat cake.
Yeah.
I like how you say that.
And they always seem to like an apple as well. Apples are pretty easy to come by. There
Yeah.
you go. That's all.
We're gonna give him a pear, right?
Wait, say it again.
Is it a mare you got? I'm sure maybe
Yeah, we got a Tennessee Walker.
I'm trying to peek under to see the horse. Put it on first person, Brian.
What do I do for that? This one?
You know, one of the most amazing things, this is how much attention to detail the animators and all the people at Rockstar
is it
did.
a boy horse or a
If
girl horse?
If you hog tie someone and put them on the bottom end of a horse, and if said horse then eventually poops, they recorded audio from actors going, "Oh no, the horse is pooping on me."
Hey, for all possible eventualities.
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
All right, I'm going to do much better this time, sir.
Yes,
All
yes,
right,
you are. I know you are.
That was just silliness before.
Look at him. He knows you're gonna do it again. He only
Okay.
tried
Yeah,
to do
he's
it 5
eyeing
minutes
you.
ago.
He's suspicious.
Okay,
Whoop.
Nice.
I'm going to have this guy.
Quick, Brian.
All right, sir. Sorry. Sorry about this, sir.
Okay, your bounty's up to 75.
Oh,
God.
horse!
What you doing to the sheriff?
Horse!
Yo, he's run away!
Horse!
There we go, he's coming back. Oh! Dark. Go on.
Mount! Stop!
Oh,
No!
What level bonding do you have with your horse?
Almost-
He's running away.
Almost none.
Oh, that's why. Okay, you might have to shoot back and go out on foot.
But you see, I'm sitting next to my wife, who's the most pacifist. Amelia, I'm sorry.
No, do your thing. Do what he tells you to do.
See you, Sheriff. I'll be right back.
Alright, Deadeye. I think it's time for
Time
Deadeye.
for some Deadeye. Dual wielding.
Now we're talking.
Why won't you die, sir? I feel so bad about this.
Ooh,
It's a little overkill for him, probably.
yeah. He's definitely not going to sire any more children.
Citizen,
That's the fella you've tied up. That's Arthur's. I can remember Arthur's voice.
you forgot our bandana.
I got one more. And look, the
nice.
horse has come back to you now, too. Nice one. Sorry, Amelia.
No, it's okay. We gotta go get our
This is
guy.
the world we live in here.
That's a horse or a person? I can't tell.
Oh, yeah, that's a horse.
Oh, we don't need to do
There
that.
he is. Ooh, yeah. Okay, maybe you can put the sheriff back on your horse now. Oh, God.
These guys are slow going with these.
They're quite robust, aren't they?
Just like you.
All right, where's our sheriff?
There he is. Now your horses ran off again.
There's still one more
Or how would you
guy.
call him? Yeah, they're gonna keep coming, I think. Okay, your horse is there.
Okay.
He went straight past again.
Damn, this horse. Horse! Horse, meet me in the bushes. Meet me over here, horse.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's working.
You like this strategy?
Yeah, you're okay. I think you can turn around now. Go on.
Oh, it's a male horse.
Oh no!
It's a male horse, for sure. Okay. More fighting, Amelia.
Oh!
Oh, man.
Oh!
Wow. Well played. Oh, yeah, that will do it.
Dead.
Okay, so Lemon Eater wants to know.
Yeah.
Each death, I'm going to ask you a new question. How about that?
Cool.
Who's your favorite gang member?
I like Charles Smith.
Charles Smith, indeed.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, you know? He's half African American, half Native American. He's the stoic, strong.
He teaches you the bow in the beginning, yeah?
That's right, yeah. He helps you hunt, you know? He's honorable, he's loyal, he's stoic, strong but silent type.
Oh,
Wonderfully
Jesus, I did
played.
not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that.
No wonder he wouldn't
I've been playing.
rescue you.
I've been playing Uncharted. Square does different things, and all right.
And then-
Roger, would you like another piece of chocolate?
oh, yeah, go on. And I just want to say, Charles was. Thank you.
sorry to jump in
Thank
on
you,
that.
Amelia. Not at all. Charles was masterfully played by Nasir Dalal, who is all over the place. He does loads of Call of Duties. He's the voice of Sekiro.
Oh.
He's a joy.
So we just go in here and ask the sheriff to come out, and then we lasso him, or we can get him in here.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I would say you probably want to.
That's not the sheriff, though.
Where's the sheriff?
He usually sits there right after like 4 or 5 o'clock. Oh, he's not there.
He's tired of getting.
Beat up.
Yeah.
Well, will this guy do for your challenge, or
Yeah,
you
sure.
gotta be the sheriff?
No, go on. You'll have less people will probably come and rescue him. What are you doing with that rope there, partner? Oh, holy cow!
Oh,
now
no.
your bounty's 200. When you did,
Sir?
you've got a higher bounty with this guy than you did with the sheriff. He was 75, and this guy's 200.
Maybe
Oh
because it's 2 in a
boy!
row.
There's the sheriff.
Oh man, this is a horrible place to pick a
I
fight.
don't fancy your chances. Ooh. All right, let's move on to another challenge.
Yeah, I think so. All right, new challenge.
All right, well.
I lassoed the sheriff. Yeah,
But
nice
I
one, Katie Rose.
Look at Igby. Look at Igby. Move your chair.
That's how hot it is. In case anybody's curious, exactly.
Oh.
The temperature. Roger, here's another question. This question is, any ideas if Arthur Morgan was named after possibly King Arthur or Morgan Le Fay, possibly due to his potential dual nature?
That's awesome question, and basically, yes. Morgan is a name, a popular enough surname in Wales, and I always thought that the King Arthur connotations definitely had something about it. And Morgan Le Fay, I don't know the mythology that well, but I believe he was one of the major antagonists to King Arthur. So yeah, Arthur is a man at odds with himself, you know. Of course, it depends how you play him, but he's conflicted, definitely. In the duality of man. He tries to do good, but he's in bad positions, you know. Great question.
I'm gonna try once more, just because I can't.
on,
I
then.
just can't not. This is him, right?
No.
Fuck. Never mind.
He didn't seem to mind.
He was like, oh.
He's like, oh, you're just practicing anyway. All right, I gotta try one more time because I just know I can do it. We're gonna take anybody out of here.
Maybe-
bond with your horse first.
Yeah, and take some more Deadeye.
Yeah, take some more Deadeye. What's your favorite Deadeye thing? Do you do the chewing tobacco or the whiskey, or what's your...
I usually do chewing tobacco, yes, because it's the most common and cheap thing to buy in the store. Maybe you should try it on your horse.
Ooh, starting mounted. Here we go.
Yeah. Call him out.
I'm calling you out, Sheriff. I may or may not succeed, but I'm willing to try.
If he's not here, sometimes he just walks up and down the main drag. I think he does have a white hat like that guy, though. You're right.
You do want him to be the sheriff. It's a lot more fun to steal the sheriff than just any sort of person.
Sheriff,
So, do you want...
I could not find the deputy.
Salted beef and alcohol is best for Deadeye? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Booze helps Deadeye. But it does take away from your core, though.
It does indeed.
One of the other cores. I can't remember which one.
All right, I'm going to go on in there and see if he's hanging out.
I was saying to Brian earlier, the emojis on this, I don't know Twitch I've never been on Twitch before, but I have watched it a few times, and the emojis here are awesome.
You dig them? Yeah, there's different emotes for every different channel. And so they're using some of the ones that we've made specifically for this channel. You guys, show Roger your favorite emote, if you would be so kind.
Let's have an emote.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Indeed, Shotgun.
Shotgun Sugar hasn't gone to bed. Well, that's awesome, partner.
All right,
Cheese for health.
I'm gonna steal this guy. He seems like a deputy.
Yeah, and he's too engrossed in his newspaper.
So while I do this terrible thing, can you tell us what your favorite trait or quality in Arthur might be?
His loyalty.
This question's from Leticlo. His loyalty.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wait, is he dead?
Oh man!
Or did I? Is he just?
No, you knocked him out.
Oh, I'm tired.
I can't hog time. He's dead. Oh no. Oh god, this is a terrible place to get in a shootout. I really am. Oh no.
Take him.
I'm gonna take
That's
this
it.
guy.
That is the sheriff.
That's the sheriff.
I think so.
Okay. Got the hogtied sheriff. Now there's a lot of people in here shooting at me. Oh.
You have to attack them all. And I don't think that going inside is the best option. I think it's better if you're on the horse, right?
Yes.
All right.
There, you want to do another one?
Yeah, let's do another quest. This one might be just not passable for me.
This one you won't die as often.
Okay, good.
All right.
So, go down the road. Sorry, Mary, what were you going to say?
No.
Go down the road and go into the main bar, and let's see if that trapper is at the end of it with the funny hat who slags everyone off. Go in there and start a fight with him and steal his hat.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're doing fisticuffs, you won't be perhaps won't die as quickly.
All right.
Yep. That's weird. Hearing myself say that.
Yep. Okay, we're going to the bar. Back in where we're...
No, it's just south of where you...
Yeah, don't go to Fort Wallace. They don't like you there.
Not after last time.
last time.
Okay. We're gonna head towards
that part there. Saloon.
the saloon.
You got it.
All right. Hang on one quick second here. I'm gonna be.
All right, I'm gonna say thank you to some people who are joining us. JY Effect, thank you for cheering with Lady Michelle, Captain McSpirit, Let It Glow, Milky Way, Milky Willy, Wild Dragon Flying, Deviant Danica, Shellin Panda, Mendo Boy, thank you for the donation.
Thank you, Mendo Boy.
Appreciate you being here. Yo Yo and Witchy Shay, thank you for cheering. Deviant Danica, thank you for the gift sub to Dwally Creed. Demps 336, thanks for cheering. And Ninova. Shibby Fishy. Fingers in a toaster. Ooh, that sounds dangerous.
Sounds super dangerous.
my
Thank you guys
goodness.
all for being here.
Thank you.
And check out the exclamation point guest and exclamation point Roger and follow along on Twitter and Instagram for
Thanks, guys.
updates and stuff. Yeah, and we're gonna be going to E3 and getting into some trouble, and he'll be posting up on his new YouTube channel. So check that out too.
Fangirl, thank you for subscribing. Fatty McFat Ganoush, thank you for being here with us for 11 months. That is hilarious. Fangirl, thank you for the gift sub to Awkward Octopi and Grand Dark Elf.
Ooh.
Thank you for donating.
All right, Amelia. Here we are at the
I
saloon.
hear a pig.
Okay, you're behind it, so you can just go through one of the alleys there.
Can we go in the back door here?
Chris M. Rose, yeah. What is the bounty here now? That's a good question. Oh, he's not there. He's not there.
Should we take out this guy?
Or maybe you could go up into the hotel room and have a nap for 5 hours. And maybe...
Yeah. Just
You
come
think I
back.
need to do
No, that's
that?
across the street. The hotel's across the street. If you wanted to.
Do you think I need a nap?
Yeah, because he's not there now. If you could just...
Oh, I see what you
You
mean.
need to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and then if you come... We'll try it and hopefully he'll be back.
The Saint Hotel? Is that the one?
Yes.
All
I
right.
think that's the closest place where you can pass
So,
some time.
I saw a version of this question asked earlier, but what's the how much concept art did you see before you started working on this? Like, did you know what?
Oh,
Arthur's-
concept art, hardly any. It was pretty much all the reference I had for Arthur was what we were talking about earlier in previs. And for those of you who've just joined in, previs is pre-visualization. So when we were doing the performance capture, we would see our avatars in real time in the environment that they were actually in on a big screen that the animators would provide for the actors and the director for reference and how they were going to act out the scene. And that was invaluable for us because it gave us a better idea of our environment. You know, is it day, is it night, is it raining, is it snowing, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Right.
But concept art, I didn't see any. No, it was previs. But the animators they were clear in saying, you know, he is going to be customizable, so that although this will be one of his default outfits, you know, there's going to be so many different ways that you can dress Arthur.
What do you think of his style that we've got him in this red jacket? Do
You guys you've done.
They look fresh?
He looks
He looks
good.
good. He looks real good.
do you-
Mine is like me. He's usually a little scruffy, you know.
This question was asked a little bit earlier, so I'm just getting back to it. But do you have a favorite gun or a favorite thing that Arthur can have? A favorite prop or artifact of Arthur's?
Oh, I kept my boots.
Oh,
Yeah, I wore the same cowboy boots for the whole project, and they had balls on them.
Really?
Yeah.
What color?
Black leather. Everyone wore boots except for the people who were mocapping Native American roles, and then they would wear sneakers. But we had the same pair of boots. They would be there for me in my dressing room every morning. I put them on for 5 years, and they let me keep them. They're in my closet now.
Wow.
oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, and I think it's my most prized sentimental possession from the reminding me of the time we were working on it, you know?
Nice. What was your reaction when you first played the game?
Oh, it blew my mind away.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't until then that we realized the work that all the other departments were doing, you know?
Yeah.
Because we knew we were working like crazy and doing all the performance capture and in the sound booth too. You know, we did do a bit of voice acting on it, you know, although most of it was performance capture. But then when we were playing it, that's the first time I actually appreciated the work done by the sound engineers, the designers, all the graphics artists, and even not the stuff like the bug testers, and how all that work for all those years, all
synergized.
Yeah.
It's
awesome.
the same with, I mean, there's loads of studios that do it as well. Detroit Become Human is an amazing game. Absolutely beautiful to look at.
I'm amazed by how, just how many different moving pieces there are.
Yeah.
Have you gone into all these different buildings? It's occurring to me in this moment just now that I've pretty much only gone to the general store and to buy a gun. You can go into all of them,
You
right?
can go into all these, I believe.
Wow.
Sometimes the doctor's place will be closed at night. But yeah, you can go into all of them. A lot of them have second floors you can go up on. There he is. He's
Beaver
there.
Hat Man. All right, let's
He's
get
there.
this. And he's a good fighter, this guy, or he likes the...
He's just so cantankerous that loads of people like beating him up. So I thought, why don't we give it a go too? Slag him off first. Do a few. Let the fight escalate naturally.
He doesn't go by Barber, does he? No.
No, he's not the barber. Oh,
Why is the Barber making this all about him?
oh, this guy. Yeah,
You know him too?
that's right, Zayev. Okay,
I
put
wanna
yourself.
fight.
There we go. There you go.
Not give me either option.
Oh,
So.
I guess you just have to punch him then. There goes his hat.
Just want his hat. I just want your hat. Oh, hey.
I told you
I just want
he's pretty tough.
I just want your hat. No, I just want the hat. Ooh.
Well, he's not gonna let you have it, Brian. You can't have his hat, Brian.
Sir, I just... Ooh.
So pretty. Hey, you got him.
All right, get
the
his
hat.
hat. Get his hat. Get his hat.
Gotta get the hat and run.
Oh,
Oh,
he
sir.
wants more. This is getting close. Oh no, the cops are here.
Oh, shit, the police.
Oh. Okay, I think it's fair that you can pull up. Oh no, where's
You
your
got no
guns?
weapons? Oh, he knocked it out of my hand. I gotta knife him.
Gotta.
Gotta.
Oh, he's gone now. Oh,
He was
This is
he's
going
not.
horribly. Can someone is the red... I really feel... this sounds horrible. This sounds like such a lame-ass thing to
is
say.
the red light?
I really just feel like I'm not...
Here, have your
Doing
Connor.
buttons. No,
Have
you're
your
doing
Connor
buttons.
army button
No, it's
back.
not even... It's a matter of them being charged. I unplugged too many things.
okay.
All right.
Guys, y'all gotta know what really happened. There used to be a mess of cables here. I unplugged a bunch of stuff so that it looked nice when Roger Clark came over to my house. And now, nothing's charged and ready to go.
It's true.
All right, let's get... You
It's
want to fight
true.
that Beaver Man again?
Yeah, let's just see if you can get his hat.
That's all I was
My
trying to do
hat.
is get that hat.
I'm going to say thanks to Therapy Android and Captain McSpirit and Atashi for cheering.
Does it put you further and further out into the wilderness the more and more bad things you do to think
That's
about
a
what
good
you
point.
do?
I don't know. So to answer that, your bounty's $245. That's pretty impressive, man.
I can't afford to pay that off.
Oh wow, yeah, you are a fair bit away.
All right, so we're gonna ride back in there and fight that man. After we get his hat, though, I think we should probably try to hogtie the sheriff.
All right.
Ooh,
Get out of
okay.
town.
Wow, all right.
We got...
I have no.
Yeah, but maybe do it from on horseback and then just have him trail after you.
I like where your head's at.
Tootsie's Keeper is back for 1 whole year.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, friend. And Attaboy491, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
This
hello,
question is
hello.
from Kaylee83, Roger.
Hi, Kaylee.
Did you ride horses for mocap in this, or how did you guys deal with being? What are you riding when you're?
We did not ride horses, although I can ride horses. We would use dimensionally. Our horses were built; they were part of the set, so it would be an oil drum with a saddle on it, and on 4 metal stilts, and it would be dimensionally accurate to what a horse would be. But they did use horses, though. They did get the real animation from horses. I think they had a whole week of horses in the studio where they pooped everywhere, and then they had their own wranglers ride them.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So when you
pooped
see
everywhere?
me sat on it, it's me. But
You're sitting on an oil drum.
I'm sitting on an oil drum. So, like, for example, what's happening right now, and the way his shoulders would bounce and whatnot, that wasn't me. That would be the wrangler. But if he were to stop the horse, the way he just sits in it, that's probably me.
Interesting.
I'm presuming a lot, you know. Who knows?
Yeah,
what
for
the
insurance
animators do.
purposes, it makes sense that
Exactly.
you when you had a gun, was your gun a plastic gun, or what did you have for a prop for a gun?
We had these real replicas from Spain. You know, no firing pin, but other than that, they were.
Weighted and stuff.
Yeah, and that's why I like the Cattleman, because it was the most balanced revolver to do for slinging, which we all got pretty good at after a few years. That's the wrong bar.
It's the wrong bar.
Yeah, there you go. You just gotta go back.
The same one?
That one. That one,
Wow.
where the barber was, remember? Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
one. Were you... Where it told you to go, you can actually take your first left, and that'll take you down the main drag, and you can just go in through the front door.
Got it. Like civilized folk.
Keeping up appearances.
Cordy Ray, welcome back for 13 months. And Nature's Steward, back for 11 months.
Is this one here? Is this the bar? No.
No, across the other side of the street. There you are, right there. Yeah. And don't go to her. She's a prostitute who kills loads of guys.
Oh,
That's the whole side mission.
She
Really?
kills loads of guys?
Oh, you want to do it? Do it. If you want.
Loads? I don't want to get killed.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you. If you want to actually do that, it is. Go for it if you want. She needs your help, basically. It's up, and you have a choice whether or not.
To kill?
No, she's already. Well, what? She's
Okay.
already. She's killed a John, and she asks for your help to hide the body, basically.
Bit of a Tracy vibe. Well, let's see if our
He's not
our
there.
nemesis is not here.
Would either of you like some iced tea?
I would love some iced tea.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Amelia.
Thank you.
I
Amelia.
shall be back.
Okay, well, he's not here, so you can go out and do the hide the John's body if you want.
All right, let's hide John's body.
As you do.
As one must.
At least your conscience is a little cleaner now because you had nothing to do with
Now that Amelia's not here, we can do whatever we want. Just- Thank you, Amelia. I love you. Pay me? She'll pay us.
Yeah, she will.
I
She will.
accept.
Thank you, Asing276. You're awesome, man.
We got a snake? So did you do lots of different cycles for the different, like, walking speed, running
Yeah.
over rough ground?
Crouch, walking slowly, crouch regular, crouch speed. Running crouches, man. That was hard.
What's going on? Oh, here we are.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he had it coming?
Well, that's the beauty of this game, Brian. There's a lot of ambiguity as to who gets what and whether they deserve it or not. Let's just put it this way: she asks you to do this up to three times,
What?
as the time passes by and everything.
Is this the way to go?
I wouldn't recommend that way. No. I think there's a door to your left. Yes, there it is.
Nice.
Yeah, and then you can go. That's it.
Good
And
instinct.
go where that yellow dot is.
Got it. Go put him in the pig pen.
Yeah, he'll be dealt with there, and then go back to her.
Did you use, were there any other animals besides horses that came to set? Did you see a motion
Dogs.
capture pig?
We had dogs, yeah. And that time the actors actually did work with the dogs. They were really sweet.
Hang on real quick. Of course we will have
We got the weed whacker. The weed whacker.
my arch nemesis.
We got the weed whacker. Brian saves the day.
Ooh, weed whacker. All right, now this pig's going in here.
Yes.
Just gently anywhere.
I think, yeah, you might not even have to hop over the fence. There you go. That'll do it.
All right, mission successful.
Yeah, go back and get your money. And then she gives you some sob story about why she did it.
And she's like, come back tomorrow, I'll have another one.
Okay, it's not cool yet.
Oh,
I made it from scratch. From scratch.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of lukewarm.
You gotta go upstairs up the stairs.
Pardon me. Covered in someone else's blood. Pardon me. How many people do you think were on set at one time, like when it was the busiest for performance capture?
I think that was close to 30.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they had worked very hard to get that many actors, because that's a lot of data for the censors, you know. And when there's that many actors, sometimes it'll confuse. Like my arm would suddenly become Brian's, and then they'd start switching back and forth together, you know. But towards the end, though, yeah, I think one scene we did there was upwards of 30.
Wow.
And if the scene required to have more actors than that, then they would mark everyone's place.
And then swap them out.
And layer it over. Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. Also, we just got $11 for putting somebody in a pig pen. Do you feel like that's... Alright, we're just going to leave her in there? Just let her do her thing, huh?
Yeah, let's let her do it, and then...
Go see if our guy is for a hat.
Yeah, let's see if he's there.
Alright, I'm going to take this guy's hat. And can you run when you're inside or no?
Not usually.
Alright, Amelia, welcome back. Here you are. Alright, we're going to try to take this guy's hat.
Whichever hat you like the most, Brian.
Thank you.
Well, we have a new subscriber, the Weed Whacker.
Hey, Weed Whacker.
Thank you.
With us.
Give me your hat. Oh, your hat will do.
No, you can't have my friend's hat.
But I
Oh,
want
you do.
it.
That's good, Brian.
Alright.
Now get the hat.
Okay, now run away from the hat.
Oh, they're gonna become. There you go. Oh man,
Why can't
lawman icon's in the way. There you go.
Diffuse, lawman. I'm just here for the hat.
That's the sheriff.
This one?
Yeah.
It's just super durable, sheriff.
You just shot the sheriff.
Go out the back.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this hat.
Oh, I admire that.
I mean, don't we need it after all?
After all that, you are right.
Word.
Maybe he picks back
Better
up.
get out of there. There we go.
Maybe I focused too much on one thing.
Fire plants.
Hey, fire plants, thank
For the
you.
gifts of group hug. Where is the
Appreciate
mate?
you.
Oh, he's right in his position.
How was it filming the Lenny scene?
Oh my gosh.
That was a lot of fun.
That was
was my
very,
favorite.
actually, it was very interjected.
Oh, we're gonna show Igby for glorious treats. That was interjected? How do you
Yeah,
mean?
well, most of the time we would just perform the scene, you know, but because of the way that's cut in the game and edited, it's just one thing, one image to another image to another image. So
Lenny!
yeah, exactly. Oh
my God,
I've been
it was
screaming
so
that
funny.
all weekend. You swear,
Is that the one?
yeah, Lenny! And then sometimes they ask me to cough, and then a lot of people ask me, "Where's my money?" And I say, "Where? You got some money for me, boy?" They keep asking me if I've got money for them. I tell them I wasn't aware of the outstanding debt. But yeah, I was shouting that a lot this weekend. So Harron Atkins, who plays Lenny, me and him probably crunched that out in 2 or 3 days. And 1 minute we'd be doing the can, and the next minute we'd be slapping each other in the face. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
That is a lot of fun. So I failed at 2 of your 3 missions, Roger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a 1/3 mission that I might complete
Well,
with any sort of sense of self?
I don't. Yeah, I
pride?
mean, you can give it a go. It's something that I've never done. Actually, I never got around to doing in the game.
Let's do it.
Just rob a train.
Let's do it.
So what I reckon maybe is what.
I think we've robbed a train before.
Did you?
But
I
only,
think we
only
robbed, like,
along
2.
the story, though. We've not robbed our own train.
In game, like yeah, okay.
Let's rob a train.
We did.
So
we
here-
were mission successful. Ish.
Well, what I was gonna say is
Yeah, man.
between two, you get on at one station and you rob as many people as you can until you get at the next station, and
Steal a
then
horse.
escape. Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Oh my god, yes.
The Weed Whacker is my nemesis. Here we go. Roger, where do we just wait for a train customarily?
That's a good question.
We're gonna have to go down here, huh? Because here I'm wanted.
Yeah, you
with
want
a
it.
big
You want it
valley.
everywhere now.
Yeah.
Flatneck Station. Go to Flatneck Station.
We're still wanted there, though.
I know, but it's sparse
Close
enough.
enough.
You're wanted there too. It's either that or go to Lemoyne. I guess would be the closest place where you're not wanted, but that's a bit of a ways.
All right, we'll go to Flatneck. We'll ride on.
Peach wants revenge. Believes in you.
Thank you, Peach. I appreciate you. Should we get a full night's rest or something before we do this?
That's
or
a good idea.
Mr. Debo asks, would you, Roger, mind retelling your story about how Rockstar called you back to redo dialogue with your horse?
Oh, yeah.
what happened to the horse?
Well, as we were talking about earlier, it was most of it was performance capture with a little bit of voice acting thrown in. And a lot of the dialogue that Arthur has with his horse in game was done in the booth, and there's so many lines for that, because we had different dialogue depending on the horse's bonding level with Arthur. We had different dialogue, obviously, as to whether or not it was a mare or a stallion, and so all these different variations. It took a while to crunch them out, which we did in about 2 days, or maybe it was 3. And Gethin Aldous, who was one of the amazing assistant directors on the project, helped me through that. And then next time I was in the booth, Jai Effect, you're awesome, man. Next time I was in the booth, he says, we got to do those lines again, Raj. And I was like, what? Why? He said, well, kind of doesn't sound like you're talking to a horse. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he says, here, just have a listen. And he presses it, and I was like, you're all right, girl. Easy, girl. Easy. And I was like, holy cow, yeah. So I said, I guess you're right. We should probably do those again.
Well, I think you do a fine job.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
You're out there, boy.
Not sexual at all. when you said that.
No. It's very important.
Oh, you're not too far from the main train station here now if you just want to pop over there. Nobody seems to be bothering you.
Should we put our bandana up or no?
It never doesn't seem to do anything. Have you ever noticed that?
I mean, it just
a
makes
record-
people more suspicious of you in general.
Yeah.
They're like, why do you have that on?
But in the previous Red Dead, you put it on, it would work. Nobody knew who you were.
Oh, okay, so here's a question. Had you played Red Dead Redemption before you got cast in this game?
Oh, yeah. I played it twice before I even knew I was going to be a part of Red Dead 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what was that like when you found out that you were going to be Arthur Morgan?
I was a little daunted, to be honest with you, because John Marston is such an amazing, iconic character, and me and my wife fell in love with him, and it was one of the few video games my wife didn't mind watching. She liked the horses and the scenery, and when I first found out I was going to be working with Rob Wiedoff, I was like, gosh, the fans might not be too pleased once they find out they're not playing as John again, And Rob is such a gentleman. Our first day together, it was the wolf rescue mission. I had to pick him up. He's not light.
Wow.
So I don't know what you might have to wait a while here, Brian. I don't know.
Just wait around with the bounty? Or we can ride on the tracks towards a train.
Wait until you hit one, and then you could jump on it as you're moving.
I like where you're thinking. Should we ride north or south?
Just a hat rack.
Should we ride towards the mountains or down towards the...
It's up to you. I don't mind.
Well, we're less wanted in roads, so
That's true.
let's
Go
ride there.
to Rhodes.
So, Roger, I want you to know that there's a character floating around somewhere in this NPC universe that they've named Jimbo.
Oh, yeah?
And I don't know if you've played the game and recognize a familiar voice saying, "Don't you follow me!"
Is that... Who is that?
That's me.
Oh, my gosh! I didn't know!
Now you know.
Have you found yourself yet?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I have found myself, and the reason why my honor is so incredibly low in this game is that I was pretty much...
Intent on following him?
from the beginning of the game, they just wanted me to hunt and destroy Jimbo, or at least kidnap him like lasso him.
I love it.
And
So did you?
Yeah.
I did.
We
But
never fully succeeded.
We never
in
fully succeeded.
Leaving. We were always stopped, but we tried to take a Jimbo onto a train and run out of town, but
Oh
it
my
didn't
gosh.
work. And then we also tried to take him on a boat, but then he sank.
Where did you record those?
here in Santa Monica.
Wow.
And I had no idea what the project was. So when we were in China, and I started getting messages from people saying, "Is it true that you're in Red Dead Redemption?" And I had no idea that I in fact was.
All right.
And IMDb confirmed. I knew I had done a thing with Rockstar, but I had no idea.
Oh my gosh.
They don't tell you anything.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, but it was a fun thing to find out. But then everyone's sending me clips of things
That's
they found the character
awesome.
before I even.
I didn't know that. That's just goes to show how big this game is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gigantic, man, and I'm sure there's tons of other people that did local population voices and so on.
Yeah, there was like 1,000 actors on this.
That's crazy. Asing0276, thank you so much for cheering. We appreciate you. And Siriana and Chrism Rose and Witchy Shay, thank you for being here. Hey Lele 95 and Mem0113.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for being here. Is
Jackson Gray and Zephyr's Cloud back for 4 months. Good to have you with us.
it Doglover44545? Thanks for subscribing and welcome.
Jenny Hotman back for 3 months.
So, what do you think about my tactic of just chewing tobacco for no damn reason and riding into the?
Well, you're bringing your Deadeye core up. That's cool.
Did I core?
Jay Holloway, welcome back for 4 months. See, that's what happens. I can't look.
Ooh.
Wow.
So the most dangerous thing about streaming, Roger, is that
Is that
That
you
was,
get
that was
distracted?
genius timing. Now I know why you guys are so popular. That was genius.
honestly, man, I'm trying my best to not do all these terrible things. But what happens sometimes is I get distracted. So someone will say something nice on the side.
I totally, yeah.
And then I'm reading it, and that's why we can't have nice things, guys. Here we go, riding along.
Look at that sunset.
Yeah.
More like a sun. Are we sunrise? Maybe.
Sunrise, sunset.
I feel like it's getting brighter.
Witherby Stone, thank you for cheering. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you joining us this Monday.
Have you ever dressed up as a cowboy for cosplay, Halloween, or other kind of things, or was Arthur Morgan your first dunk into cowboy land?
No, I
Maybe
What a
don't
weird
ride
way
on
to
the
ask
tracks.
I did a remake of Custer's Last Stand with BBC/Discovery a while back with Toby Stevens.
Cool.
And I played one of Custer's officers, and we filmed that out in South Dakota, and it was a lot of fun. And we worked with a lot of Lakota, and those guys were some of the best horsemen I've ever seen. They were riding bareback, and amazing shoot. It was really cool.
What's the name of that one again? It was on BBC.
It was an episode in a series, and I think our episode was called Custer's Last Stand. It's on.
Someone out there's
you
gonna
can find it on
find
YouTube
that
pretty
clip.
easily. Someone has edited my bits all together.
Nice.
I was Captain Weir.
Captain
Weir.
Weir.
Yeah, one of the few survivors, actually. And he felt terrible guilt about the whole thing. He wrote one of his officers' widows and apologized, and I think he eventually drank himself to death.
Wow.
Ooh.
It was quite a massacre, though.
It's cool to work on things with such a historical context.
Yeah.
What's your a character that you would love to play?
I'd love to play the lead in the Scottish play.
Oh.
Yeah, love to do that.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
That's my boy. What about you guys?
Oh, I want to play a Jedi, man.
Oh yeah.
Something like that, or something anything in the Star Wars universe would be amazing.
Yeah. What about Marvel? You guys Marvel fans?
Yeah. I was just thinking X-Men. We saw Dark Phoenix last night.
You were saying I want to go see it now too.
I mean, the cast is really incredible, and I think at its base, the story is really asks some really cool questions.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Maybe the trains aren't running on. Today's a Sunday in the game.
Yeah, you're having a lot of luck.
No trains available.
We are getting to see some gorgeous scenery.
Yeah.
Have you gone fishing in this game?
Yes, it's one of my favorite things.
We
I
went
tried it
fishing with the
online.
little boy.
Did you?
Yeah. That was really sweet.
Oh, with Jack, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Pinkertons show up.
Yes, they did.
Pinkertons. So when you've been getting to go do events and things, you've been traveling with some of the gang, right?
Yeah, usually it's 2 or 3 of us, it'll be either me or Benjamin Byron Davis, who plays Dutch, or Rob Wiedoff, who plays John Marston. I think someone's going to try and hold you up here. There you are. You're getting hijacked.
I'm getting hijacked. We're getting hijacked. We need a little bit of Deadeye, right?
Yeah.
And a little bit of dual-wielding pistols.
Or a rifle at this range.
Or a rifle.
Oh,
A
looks like
rifle.
he's not shooting at you.
He's not?
Maybe he's just doing target practice on the boat. You interested in we could do this if you want.
Should we do a little friendly competition?
Sure.
I mean, I was about to mow this guy down, but I was too slow to draw my weapon.
That's not very
That's
friendly.
good. It's good.
He wants friendly.
He wants friendly. I accept.
You gonna
All
draw
right.
your bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see this. Oh
All
my
right, we're
gosh.
gonna race him.
With your bow and arrow! Oh, I think he's trying to tell you can't do it with it. He's so angry at you. I don't see why he would be so upset. I mean, surely he has the advantage with a rifle, and you're.
Is that all of them?
I think the game is over, Brian. I think the bet's off.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah,
I think he's dead though.
you've won. You won this one, Brian. You actually got one.
I got one, but I'm not sure I'm proud. Point blank hunting. I did tell you before.
That's what he started to say to you, though. He said he got pissed at you for using the bow and arrow because it wasn't fair.
Why wasn't it fair?
Well, I guess it's just an algorithm. He had to use a firearm for the
Fair
challenge to
enough.
work.
I'm gonna have his hat.
Well, you know what? He was just hanging out, just shooting in the middle of nowhere. So
Looking for friendly competition.
yeah.
I think he was actually gonna rob me, like you said. Saw me going for my gun, decided to play the whole friendly competition thing.
Yeah.
Did we just leave his body there? We gotta bury him?
What do you want to do with it?
Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's leave this place.
Well, which is his horse? This is our
That's his.
Okay, let's see if this horse will give us its goods.
Watch he doesn't kick you.
Salutations, horse.
Oh! I know that happens a lot.
Have you ever been kicked by an actual horse?
Never.
Me neither.
I had one stand on my foot though once.
Ugh.
They are heavy.
Yeah.
You're my friend, horse.
Yeah, this might do it.
Pat, pat, pat.
He's like, you just killed my friend.
And I'm gonna... Please don't kick me again. Oh, to death.
Now you die. Dead.
Should have saw that coming.
All right, I'm gonna.
There's
try.
your friendly competition.
All right, next, one more mission? How
Yeah,
you
one more
doing?
mission. Do you want? I could try
The tea?
the tea to see if it's colder this time around.
Let's see. Everything is nice and warm here.
I guess you should. I guess it's your turn now if you want, Brian.
Do you
want to
give?
to do something?
Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Would you
Yeah.
create this whole thing and dust it
Sure.
off? All right, Roger. So,
I'm gonna eat a bit first.
yeah, you can take care of yourself. I'm gonna ask you a few more questions, and then we'll run one more mission. Do you have a game line or a piece of dialogue that you really like that maybe isn't one that people ask you to do all the time? Is there a little sleeper cell favorite line in there?
There are a few. I remember going back to one of my first days with Rob Weedoff. There's a line that I say to him, where Arthur, it's the game's set in 1899. The time of the outlaw is pretty much done. That's almost quoted verbatim the text in the second trailer. So Arthur sees that, he sees the writing on the wall, and he knows that this whole thing is pretty much done. And so he says to John once, I was the prize pony once, but this life, this way, we're the last, I reckon, and we ain't long for it. And I think that's one of the huge thematic conflicts in the game is some people think that they can still be outlaws, and Arthur kind of says, no, we can't. And of course, the right answer to that is they can't.
It's cool.
I'm just eating some food. What do you want me to do?
All right, so Amelia, now we're gonna give Roger a mission. It's just, I gotta say, it's really cool to see you sitting here looking at the screen in profile with Arthur Morgan's profile. I mean, if you'll stay right where you are just for 1 second, sir. Oh, here we go. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna. There we go. Maybe you can zoom up on his face real quick.
I don't know. I never did that. I was never that egotistic.
There we go. Ooh, look at that. I guess you can't really look at that because as soon as you look over here, look over at the TV real quick or the monitor. There we go. Maybe you can zoom in on him. Zoom in on that, Arthur.
I don't know how to zoom. How do I zoom?
Can you push the camera just towards his face, maybe? I don't know if it'll let you. In any case, I've had my fun. You look so much like him, and we were talking before we started streaming that it's helpful for the animators to have your face and Arthur's face look so similar.
If there's a resemblance, I mean, it is based on my face, so that's work for the animators. That's as you say. I'd say, I mean, you look more like Connor than I do Arthur. But yeah,
Connor can't change his beard so much though.
Yeah,
you got a little more disguisability.
There's more customization.
So maybe would you go to Saint Denis and catch a Jimbo? Maybe that's what you could do.
All right, you'll have to help me though, because I don't know where he is.
So he's very rare. But if we're heading to Saint Denis anyway.
He's by the water.
If you go by the water, the loading docks,
and
where the train comes through, that's where we found some Jimbos. So maybe that's what we do.
Yeah. We have a huge pigeon back for 2 months.
Welcome back, a huge pigeon.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Chicken Noodle Soup also back for 2 months. We have Marky Sparky cheering. And Asing0276. Thank you for cheering. And Megan E.G.
Hi, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Thanks for being here.
This is so much fun, guys.
Here's a question for you, Roger, from Witchy Shay, who asks if you have a favorite side character or supporting character, or I'm going to combine it with a question from Suchi8, who asks if you could play any other character besides Arthur, who would it be and why? So do you have a favorite? That's a big question.
I mean, I would love to play as Sadie. I think she's amazing. And she's quite a badass. She can handle herself. Side quest, side minor NPC characters. I really like the fella looking for Gavin. He's hilarious.
Oh yes, we've met him a couple times.
Especially, I mean, spoilers, but when you do the epilogue, which is set 5 years after the events of Arthur's time, and you meet him and he's still looking for him. Only he's a little more disheveled and his beard's growing out a bit. And he even confesses that he doesn't even remember what he looks like. I just think
it's so sad.
It is sad, Amelia. You're right. It's also incredibly funny. But I love the rock-star sense of humor like that sometimes, you know. There he is! Oh my gosh, here he is!
The guy looking for Gavin.
Where is he? There he is.
But I won't give up. He's lost. One moment. I just woke up and he wasn't there. Someone must have taken him.
Maybe. He just left. Maybe.
Gavin? No. We were best mates. We really were best mates. He'd never leave me. Never.
His tireless search for Gavin continues. That's hilarious.
Some people.
What did that come from, too? Like, where along the line were they like, you know what this scene really needs? This whole world needs, like...
He's just a random encounter that you have. He's just a total random encounter.
He's coming with
chasing
us?
you.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Maybe I have to,
Dissuade him? I want to go home.
I'm gonna polish this gun for you.
Yo, Systemics, welcome back for 9 months in a row. When someone has been subscribed
9
to the channel,
months?
yeah, we say a Twitch baby.
Wow.
So we toss them a gender-neutral Twitch baby to raise up right. There you have it. There it is.
And we have Emma Tree back for 10 months.
All right, we're gonna try to catch a Jimbo or any
Yeah.
facsimile therefore.
I gotta check it. I
Gotta
thought I
catch
was.
a Jimbo.
Am I near the water?
I think you're pretty much in the zone. I would say between there and the water is where you're likely
Yeah,
to find.
Okay, I
it.
gotta get closer to the water.
There.
Also,
But these could be Jimbos.
We know
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure there's one by the water.
do you know what he looks like?
He looks sort of like he changes, you know.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
spawns
so the
different
voice.
ways.
Okay.
But if you, that's not him.
Oh, I've got my gun in my hand. Apologies, partner. I didn't even. Oops. See that?
You mean this gun? Cover transition.
Forget how to do a fancy little spin. That's it. That's me.
Whoa, how'd you do that fancy little spin?
You double tap L1.
That's sweet.
But the animation, I believe, is me.
I believe it is.
Ooh.
All right, here's where we find him. Around these bits. Between here and there.
Going on heading down to the sand
pier.
pier.
Yep. So it could be that guy.
Oh, he looks very Irish.
He looks that guy could be him. We've got a Jimbo look like
I
that
guess I
before.
start to follow him, right? Then that'll cue the.
Yeah.
That's
No.
not you.
That's not me.
What you got there? That's not you either.
He hasn't.
I feel like we're on our own little Gavin quest.
Yeah, he hasn't been carrying things. Mostly
Yeah.
he's just like a walking dude.
Yeah, a
I
walking
mean,
dude.
we might have to go for a Timbo or a Bimbo.
No, that's not the same.
No, we gotta find Jimbo. Mm-hmm. Certainly not it. How about raise up the game audio a
He
bit
looks
here?
like Lenny. He's older than Lenny.
Oh, there's a kitty and a dog.
Oops. So how long were you in the?
I mean, a couple hours, maybe not even. Like, it was real quick. And pretty much they were just like, here, this is happening, here, this is happening, okay, bye. Forever.
Wait, they heard him, so maybe he was back in that little group.
They heard him?
Oh, these are gentlemen.
All right, here, I'm going to turn up our TVs here. I don't know.
This is the fine part of the docks.
The fine part. Yeah, we've been more
Yes.
near, like, the loading part
Yeah,
of
we're not in the.
I'm bringing up your honor.
Thank you. Somebody's got to do it.
Other side of the house.
Okay.
Over here, you think?
That's what they said.
All right.
Whoa. Hello.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I did not know that you could.
Here you go. That's a Jimbo.
Don't think this day can get much worse.
Sure am sorry to hear that.
And it just did. God, I'm just needling it. You're really starting to annoy me. You got some issue? That's a bad idea.
Oh.
Why won't you leave me alone?
Why won't you leave me alone?
Because this is as nice as I get. Look, I'll just leave, okay?
Yes, sir. This is the penultimate Jimbo hunt. I like that he's wearing yellow. That's convenient.
Oh no! Get out of the way, stagecoach. Oh, you're a fast one, ain't ya?
Yeah.
Hey, what the heck? You're going
Ooh! I thought you were gonna lasso him.
What?
Oh my god, you killed him!
But I got his hat.
Oh
He's okay. He's fine. He just needs a
drink.
a bath. Yeah. Oh no. It's time to pay the piper. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, I'm sure you're feeling much better, Brian. All you needed is a little refreshment. Alright.
Should be back in no time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just having a little rest at the bottom of the port. You know, he's very good at holding his breath.
Oh man, you just took him out.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry,
So
guys.
what's your plan down here? Are you gonna just swim until you can't swim no more?
I'm running out of stamina, aren't I? Oh, here's a ladder. I think I'm gonna die before I get there. Alright, I better eat something. Oh boy. My stamina's down. It brings up stamina, that does. Okay. Do you have any,
Advice? No.
I need something that brings up my stamina.
I got no.
There
There you go. Some
Yeah.
cocaine gum will get you there.
Why isn't it happening? Can I not do it on a ladder? Oh, now come on! Hit a man when he's on a ladder?
Well done. You just knocked that constable out. You do a lot more punching than I do. I think I should. And you're much better at running. You're like symbiotic with the avatar. You're.
Oh, you're so tired.
Oh yeah, I am, alright.
Need some.
Beans? Hair tonic?
Have some hair tonic.
My stamina's still way down. This should work now. And something to bring up the core stamina.
Nice.
This is so hardcore.
Hey! Ouch! Ouch, I say. Ouch!
Ouch is what Jimbo said when you crushed his face.
After all this, yeah, I'm sorry, Brian. After all this, my bounty's only $90. You still did way better than that in Valentine.
Oh man.
My stamina core is still really bad.
It's because we haven't been eating and taking care of this. Ooh.
Wow.
Those slow-mo shots are pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. And they differ depending on your honor, too. If you've got high honor,
really?
you kind of look more cool. And if you've got bad honor, you look really evil.
Barbaric.
Yeah. Alright, well,
Nicely done!
Wow.
Roger
Mission
B.
successful.
Savage. Let's get some round
Let's
of
get
applause.
some mission successful.
Also, let's see those praise emotes. We want to say thank you to all of our moderators and our
Oh, yeah.
lieutenants. Thank you guys all for joining us today. Thank you for being here with us,
this was
man.
great. This was so much fun. Thanks for having me, guys.
There's one last question that they would like if we could each do each other's voice lines. So do you have a line that I can say of Arthur's and I can give you a line of Connor's? That's a popular request.
Sure. How about you say how about you say you got some money for me, boy?
All right. You got some money for me, boy.
There we go. Yeah.
Would you give them, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife.
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent. My name is Connor. I'm sent by the android symbiote Cyberlife.
Perfect. thank you guys all for joining us. We appreciate you so much.
And I'm dead. Perfect.
Heavy on the dead in my
Yeah.
place.
We got Pepper Cherry's HK back for 12 months, and Lamb Liar back for 13 months, Epic Gump back for 7, and
Welcome back, guys.
Amidala,
back.
Shellin Panda, and Katie Rose. Thank you for cheering.
Thank you guys for being awesome. We're going to raid over to a Red Dead Redemption stream, Roger, which means that we're going to teleport everybody who's been here with us on the stream is all going to raid over to another channel, and we're going to choose someone who's playing Red Dead Redemption so that we can say that Arthur Morgan himself says hello. How do you feel about that?
That's really cool. My gosh,
Right?
I'm learning so much. So we're just gonna select it at random. They don't know they're gonna be picked.
They don't know they're going to be picked.
Wow.
Our mods are going to be the ones to confirm one. Here we go. We're going to go over to somebody who is streaming Red Dead Redemption right now. And you guys, when you get there, you don't have to do anything besides stay right where you are in the stream chat. We're all going to teleport over together. We're coming with you. You can let them know that Roger Clark, a.k.a. Arthur Morgan himself, is watching their stream. And thank you guys so much for joining us. Roger, thank you for being here, my dear.
It's been so much fun.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us today. And we will keep you posted. Keep an eye on Roger's E3 YouTube videos coming up.
Yes.
Exclamation point Roger, exclamation point guest. We'll see you guys soon. Here we go. The raid is rocking. Here we go. Oh, we do this sometimes. Want to do sign off? We just say our names, and then together we'll say, and this is our Twitch.
Okay.
My name is Brian.
My name is Amelia.
My name is Roger.
And
this
is
our
our Twitch. Thank you guys all for joining us. Have fun on the raid. We're coming with you. Go, 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 go.